Hello student, today we will discuss the topic of the engineering mechanics in the trusses. Okay, so how can we define the truss? So truss is a frame, may be defined as a structure made of several bars riveted or welded together. The determination of the forces in a frame is an important problem in engineering science which can be solved by the application of the principles of either statics or graphics. Now, classification of the frame. The frame may be classified into the following two types. First is the perfect frame. So, what is the perfect frame? It is a frame which is composed of members just sufficient to keep it in equilibrium when loaded without any change in its shapes. Okay, so it is a definition, but mathematically how can we find it is perfect frame or imperfect frame? So these equations should be satisfied. So what is the equation? N is equal to 2j minus 3, where n is the number of members, okay, and j is the number of joints, is it? So it is, these are the members and it is the joint. So in this frame, in this truss, it is perfect or imperfect. How can we judge? By these equations. So here number of joints are 3 and number of members are 3. So when we will put in these equations, so it is, you can see that in the right side or left side it will be equal. So it is the perfect frame, is it? Now what is the imperfect frame? So an imperfect frame is that which does not satisfy this equations. So if this equation is not satisfied, then it is called the imperfect frame, and it is also of two types. First is the deficient frame. So deficient frame is an imperfect frame which is the number of members are less than 2j minus 3, okay. And redundant frame, it is an imperfect frame in which the number of members are more than 2j minus 3, okay. Now what is the assumptions for finding the forces in a frame? So following are the assumptions for finding the forces in a frame. So first is the all the members are pin joints. Second the frame is loaded only at the joint, and third the frame is perfect one, okay. And the weight of the members is regarded as negligible. It means we will not consider the weight of the frame. So analytical methods for finding out the forces in a truss. So two methods. First is the analytical methods and second is the graphical method. But here we will discuss only the analytical methods. And analytical method is also of two types. It is method of joints and method of sections. First we will discuss about the method of joints and some problems, and after that we will discuss method of sections with some problems. Clear? So what is the method of joints? Because the name is given joints, it means we will see the joint, we will consider about the joints, and we can do analysis about the joints, okay. So in this diagram you are seeing a simple truss in which three joints and three members, okay. So joint is mentioned by the 1, 2 and 3, okay, and 2-ton load is acting on this, and this 2-ton load is acting on these joints, and here this 2-ton load is distributed here, 1 ton and 1 ton, okay. So it is calculated by just like as the shear force and bending moment, calculate the reactions at this point and at this point, is it? Okay. So first joint 1, so it is the joint 1. So what are you seeing in the joint 1? So it is the joint 1, so it is the joint 1. Okay, so some line in this arrow is right side, this arrow is on these joints, and this arrow is upward. Okay, so in the same way, joint second joints, where is it is the second joint. So second joints, okay, so it is the second joints, it is the second joints. Okay, so, and you are seeing the arrow, and this arrow show the tensile and compressive nature of these members. Okay, so we will calculate the force and its nature. Okay, force in terms of the magnitude, and what will be the nature of this force. It will only two, tensile or compressive. When this force pull on these joints, then we can say it is tensile. When this force push on the joints, then we can say it is the compressive, nature is compressive. Okay, so it is the joint 3. So you are seeing here joint 3, and in the same way it is the joint 3. In this method, each and every joint is treated separately as a free body in equilibrium. It means each and every joint we will treat as it is in the equilibrium condition. It means, what is the equilibrium condition? What are the conditions for the equilibrium? The summation of all the forces in the vertical direction and summation of all the forces in the horizontal direction, it should be 0. Is it? So on the basis of these equations, we will find the forces and its nature. Clear? Okay, so finding these forces of force magnitude of the forces for each member and its nature, we will draw a table, and this table, finally the results are tabulated showing the members, the magnitude of the forces and their natures. Is it? Sometimes tensile force is represented with a positive sign and compressive force with a negative sign. It means in the answers, if it comes positive, then we can say it is tensile, otherwise it will be a negative, okay, or compressive. So reaction of supportive frame. The frame are generally supported roller support or hinge supports. Okay, so here you are seeing that a truss where one is hinge support and second is in roller supports. If the frame is support on the roller support, then the line of action of the reaction will be right angle. So here you are seeing the right angles, is it? But if the frame is supported on the hinge supports, then the line of action of the reaction will depend upon the load system on the frame. Is it? The reaction at the support of the frame are determined by the conditions of the equilibrium. The external load on the frame and the reactions at the support must be a system of the equilibriums. Is it? So in this frame, what are you seeing? It is the roller supports. So in the roller supports, the reaction will be the perpendicular of this roller. So you are seeing this roller is inclined. So the reaction will be the perpendiculars. Is it? And in this diagram, roller supposes this horizontal and it is perpendicular of this position of the rollers. Okay. So analysis of frame consists of first step, determination of the reactions at the supporting. First we find the reaction at the supports, just RA and RB in the shear force and bending moment diagram. Then determination of the forces in the members of the frame. Okay. The reactions are determined by the condition that the applied load system and the induced reactions at the support for form a system equilibrium. The forces in the members of the frame are determined by the condition that every joint should be in equilibrium conditions, and so the force acting at every joint should be a system, form a system in equilibrium. So we will consider, because it is a perfect frame, so it is the, we will use the equations of the equilibriums. So again, method of joint. In this method, after determining the reactions at the support, the equilibrium of every joint is considered. This means the sum of all the vertical forces as well as the horizontal forces acting on a joint is equal to 0. Okay, so it is the process for finding the force and its nature. So we will see some simple problems of the trusses. So here you are seeing a truss. Okay, so what are in this truss? A 20 kilonewton load is acting on these points. So due to this 20 kilonewton load, the load will be here and the load will be here in the supports. So our first aim to find the reactions at B and C. So that is the reason it is RB plus RC, it is equal to 20 kilonewton. So sigma FB, summation of all forces in the vertical direction will be 0. So because here in this problem there is no any horizontal force, so summation of all horizontal force will not exist here. So only vertical force, summation of all forces in vertical direction will be 0. So RB plus RC is equal to 20 kilonewtons, and taking moments of all loads about B. Is it? So RC into 5 and 20 into BD. Okay. So BD, it is, you can calculate the BD. How can you calculate the BD? Because it is a right angle triangles. First calculate the AB. It is 60, 30 degree. It is right. ABC. BAC, it is the right angle triangle. So you can calculate the distance AB. And after calculating the distance AB, you can find the distance BD. So here you can see how can we calculate the. So BD distance is equal to 1.25 meters. Is it? So here RC into 5 and 20 into BD. So calculate the RC is 5 kilonewton and RB is equal to 15 kilonewton. So let F1 is the force in the members AB and direction towards the pin joint B. Okay, and F2 is the force in the members BC and the direction away from the joint B. Directions, how can you obtain the direction? Randomly you can select the direction and depend on your experience. Here you are seeing we are taking first the joint B. In this, three members are connecting. First member is AB at some angle 60, and second member is BC, and third is support reaction. So the reaction direction of the reaction is upward, and in the F2 it is away from the joint, and in the AB the direction is the towards the B joint. So you can take randomly. There is no any fixed rule of this. But when we will calculate, suppose it come positive, then it is true. But if it come negative, then it will change. It means which you have been selected, it is wrong. Okay, then you will change the directions. Okay, so randomly it is selected. There is no any rule key it is away from the joint, yeah, towards the joints, you know? So it depends of your experience. So resolving these forces acting on the joint B, so RB, so we can resolve this forces in the member AB. So what is the F1 sin 60, it is vertical direction, and F1 cos 60 in the horizontal direction. So RB, it is equal to F1 sin 60. So F1 is 17.32 kilonewtons. Okay, so you can see that it is positive. It means the this F1 load is compressive towards this joint B, because it comes the positive. In the same way, F2 it is equal to F1 cos 60. because you resolve this F1 force na. So it comes again positive and it is tensile. Okay, so direction, uh, this direction is tensile. It means if any direction is pull condition, yeah, away from the joint, that it means the tensile. And if any direction is push of this joint, then it is the compressive. Nature is compressive. So again it is written here, F1 is pushing the joint B, so it is compression. F2 is pulling the joint B, so it is tensile. Is it? So again for joint C, so what are you seeing in again joint C? Three members are joining here. F2 is tensile condition, F3 is compressive, and direction of the RC is upward. So resolve this F3, and after the resolving, RC is equal to F3 sine 30 and F3 cos theta, it is equal to F2. Okay, so it comes positive, so it means there is no any change of the direction which you have taken randomly. Is it? The same way, again some different truss here. So 1 2 3 4 5 members, and joint number of joint 1 2 3 4. So you can also select, you can also check that is the perfect frame. So apply the formula, n is equal to 2j minus 3, and you can see this both side the value will be equal. It means it is the formula, because it is the assumptions. Frame should be perfect. So it is a truss of span 7.5 meter, carry point load 1 kilonewtons at mid. So find the reactions and the forces. So first calculate the reactions at A and at B. Okay, so Ra plus Rb, it is equal to 1, only 1 Newton is 1 kilonewton in the downward direction. So taking moment about A by the same process, so you can calculate the value of Ra and Rb. Okay, so Rb into 7.5 and 1 kilonewton, 1 is into 5, so Ra into Ra and Rb you can calculate. So once again you will take one by one each joint. So first joint is taking A joint. So you are seeing this A joints, three members are connecting here. First is the F1 and second is the F2. Okay, F1 and F2, and this angle is 30. So F1 can be resolved in sine 60 and cos 60, horizontal and vertical directions, and calculate this. So okay, so Ra it is equal to F1 sine 30. So F1 is 0.666 and it comes positive. It means it is true. It is true which you have been selected randomly. It comes positive. Suppose it comes negative, minus, then what will you do? You change the direction. You change the direction of F1. Is it? In the same way, F2 is equal to F1 cos 30. So you can calculate the value. Clear? Now for joint B, so joint B, in you can see three members are connecting here. I think F5, F4 and RB. So RB is equal to F4 sine 30. To resolve this F4, so F4 is equal to, because RB is calculated, and F4 is 1.334 kilonewton compressive, is it? And F5 is equal to F4 cos 30. F4 is calculated, already calculated, so you can calculate F4, and F4 comes is positive. It means you are true. You are true, because why you are true? Because you have taken this direction and this direction is correct. In the same way, you can take another joint, this joint where four members are connecting here, 1 kilonewtons, F2, F5, F3. So you can calculate the F3 sine 60 is equal to, when you will resolve this F3, so F3 sine 60 is equal to 1 kilonewtons, is it? So you can take the direction randomly. So if it comes positive, then it will as it is, yani it means you are true. But if it comes negative, then change the direction, that's all. Okay, Okay, thank you.